Hey there, everybody. Today, I'd like to talk a little bit about just kind of your workspace and your environment, where you go to create or where you find you spend, I guess, most of your time working on either your development or your ideas or your design, just some place that is yours. And that leads me to just a really great point is finding a space that is yours becomes very important. A place that you can go where you're inspired, where there's not a lot of distraction. At least for me, I find that very important. Now, obviously, not everybody has this kind of setting that I have behind me. Where I am right now, it's a life choice. I decided to move to Northern California because I find this type of environment very inspiring. It's very relaxing. It allows me to think and to hear my thoughts. Being in Orange County was awesome. I left a lot of great colleagues and friends. However, I still stay plugged into everybody, obviously through social networks and just correspondence and everything, but I needed, at least for me, I needed to find a place for myself and my family where I could kind of have my tribe, my time in order for me to become inspired, create ideas, and have time for composition. Being able to think, write thoughts down, build developments, obviously build content for IGU. So this works for me. And so what's important is finding out what works for you, because it's important to stay focused, and it's important to create an environment around you that allows you to stay focused. So even if you're in your home or some other place, one of the things that I like to try and do is get as much clutter off of my desk as possible, or things that remind me of life. In other words, billing statements, loose pieces of paper, anything that is around me that is pulling me away from my inspiration or my vision that I need to get done. Because peripherally I get distracted very easily. So for me, what works is just making sure that the environment, my desk, my workspace area, has only the things that are going to attract that inspiration, foster or grow it, or nurture it, as it were. So I try and keep my area fairly clean with only those elements that allow me to really be able to plug in and not continually look off to the side and see something that rips me out of that immersion. Creating an environment around you that's very controlled. I mean, even to the point of lighting. I know working professionally in large studios, it was very difficult. Luckily, many times I'd have my own office, but at the same time, it wasn't uncommon for me to put earbuds in order for me just to stay in that presence, in that place, being present in what it is that I was doing and not being distracted by people walking down the hall or people coming into the room or whatever. It's like it was my time to get plugged in. My environment was controlled, sensories were controlled, everything was geared to helping me accomplish and get done what was on deck that day. Having an environment that is conducive to that, I find, is very important. So if you've got a lot of clutter, if you've got a lot of things that are around you that are just kind of competing for your attention, try and put it in drawers, get it out of the way, so that whatever is in front of you or whatever's surrounding you is helping you achieve and get towards that vision. It's feeding you to accomplish and to achieve and to stay focused.